No doubt about it. Charlie Morton getting, as you said, a little extra rest. He and Dallas Keuchel flipping in that rotation, so working with 6 days rest. And guys, when he's on, he's a tough customer to hit. You realize now that you've gotten away from playing for a few years how the ebbs and flows of a fan are so much more difficult than maybe when you were playing?
Yeah, it's way worse.
Right-hander Zach Godley going for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Be his 30th start in his 31st game. 163 and 2/3 innings pitched, 174 strikeouts along with 70 walks in there. He is heavy on the breaking ball.
And a ground ball base hit into left field. You can tell early this crowd is revved up tonight on this Saturday night, knowing the importance of this game, and Springer starts it off with a base hit.
I just want to go back and say that, it's not something you can just turn on and off. We're just hoping for a mistake right here and a good swing.
Into right field, Souza is there and comes on to make the play. The Astros strand 3 in the bottom half of the first.
The way I see him, I root for this kid because I really think he's a good baseball player.
Well, he strikes out here against Charlie Morton, who looks very good early. On the ground to first, Goldschmidt makes the play to short for 1, and they return it for a double play. Brian McCann gets into a double play for the first 2 outs of this inning. Josh Reddick batting with 2 outs and a 1-2 count. And he sends one to right, pretty well hit. Souza Jr. on the move, still on the move. This one's gone! Josh Reddick hits his 14th home run of the year on a 1-2 pitch. And the Astros in front, 1-0.
That is something we have not seen in a very long time. But that was that curveball that basically broke right into the swing path that left-handed hitters like, down and in.
There is nothing I can do with that pitch. We saw it a little bit in Boston.
And then that's the pitch that's been getting out lefties. The curveball.
You have to give up on it.
Swing on Avila is called by the third base umpire Scott Berry.
I think the misconception here.
On the ground to short, infield back. They're going to make the play to third. Alex is caught in a rundown. Run scores. Alex got missed on the tag. They're going to say he was out of the baseline to avoid the tag. Cruci Paul Nart calling him out of the baseline. He got back to the bag. There's a run scored on the ground down as Altuve crosses the plate. Curveball for a strike. Godley leaves the bases loaded for the second time in 3 innings. Line drive into right field. That'll be a base hit off the bat of Escobar. Going first to third is A.J. Pollock, and the Diamondbacks have their first 2 runners on in this game. Into center field on a line. Springer back there makes the play. Tagging and scoring will be Pollock. It's a 2-1 game on the sac fly line drive by David Peralta. Called third strike. Outside corner. Goldschmidt. Discussion with Carlos Torres on his way back to the dugout. That ball's drilled to right field. Souza going back. Reaching up. It's over his head and off the wall. Springer scores. Altuve scores. 2 out. 2 RBI base hit by Marwin Gonzalez.
That's what we needed right there.
Need that big hit, 2 out lightning, but it's also getting a base hit with a runner in scoring position. That's the first time tonight.
Marwin on the go. Into right field for a hit. Marwin going first to third. The ball gets by Souza all the way to the wall. Marwin will score. Yuli on his horse. He's at third base, being held up. It is 5-1 Astros.
They're picking on Souza, and it's paying off.
Ball hit well to right field. You can tell Marte had just gotten one of the runs back for the Diamondbacks. He hits a solo home run on a line over the wall in right field. It's now a 5-2 game.
Like a fastball that missed its spot by a while.
Get out in a hurry too.
There it is.
Thanks, Charlie.
On cue, Charlie picks up a strikeout on the breaking ball.
They just don't right now. But I know they can.
Backhanded on the short hop. Nicely, Bregman. Strong throw for the final out of the inning. And then he gets this.
You get that. Forget about it.
Charlie Morton in command tonight. He has been locked into the strike zone in 9-pitch innings.
Bracco, pretty good ERA at 2.57. That whip is very good, right at 1. 24/7 isn't how often he's available. That's his strikeout to walk ratio.
Up the middle and hits the pitcher Bracco. He recovers and throws late and throws wide. Springer trying to score. Goldschmidt slips. The Astros lead 6-2.
There's some of the athleticism, ability to run the bases. George hustling the entire way, and so is Alex. Everybody gaining 180 feet.
Marwin goes down on strikes, first out of the 6th inning. Line drive up the middle, base hit.
Automatic.
Altuve scores, Bregman scores, give Yuli 2 more RBIs. And the Astros extend their lead in this game. It is now 8-2.
As soon as he let that go, that was a base hit up the middle.
There was no chance of getting that fastball by him.
They are trying to get Lance McCullers ready as soon as possible for a spot in the bullpen, as you mentioned, Baggy. Threw a bullpen today, 20 pitches. He mixed in all of his pitches, which is good to hear.
Of those 70 pitches, 21 called strikes. He eventually got 7 more swinging, which may have led to those 7 strikeouts, but he was ahead early and was able to get to those great secondary pitches for the swing and miss.
Yeah, he's got something else that he does too that seems like the ball gets on him. I think it plays a little harder than it is, except for that pitch.
Pretty well hit, but back on the track is Marwin, who makes the play for the final out of the 7th. There's a ball in the right center field. George bidding for another one. He's got a 4-hit night. Reddick going first to third. He is safe. Springer into second. George, who was lifted from the game last night with a bad shoulder, a 4-hit night tonight. Here's Altuve, 1 out and 2 runners aboard. Fair ball down the line. 2 runs will score. Astros with double digits tonight. Altuve makes it a 10-2 game.
That is called manipulating the barrel.
It's been a while since we've seen Devo. He last pitched on the 4th against Minnesota.
Eduardo Escobar, the batter, facing Dubinsky with 2 outs and the base is empty. And that ball is drilled to right field, and that ball will be gone. Escobar hits one into the seats, upper tank here at Minute Maid Park. Makes this a 10-3 game. Escobar ties his career high with that home run. It's now 22 home runs on the season for Eduardo. Yeah, Correa leads off the inning, so you got to go all the way back up to the 2 spot. Devo gets a strikeout to end the 8th. Tony Kemp takes over in left. Max Tassi behind the plate. J.D. Davis at third, and the new pitcher is Brad Peacock.
Well, yeah, because I was too busy panicking about my at-bats. I didn't know anything about the catcher's interference thing.
He is good. He contracted it from his 1-year-old son. But it was a tough day as he returned. Nobody wanted to get close.
Well, rocketed off the bat of Marte is going to score 1 run, and now the Diamondbacks have 2nd and 3rd in a 10-4 game. There's a strikeout. Kivlehan goes down.
He went to the bathroom and somebody brought over a piece of paper. I'm like, am I supposed to read that? I said, I can't do that.
Swing and a miss. Ball game over. 10-4 the final score with that Astros victory. 93 wins on the year and a 3.5 game lead in the AL West.